Hi, my name's Poppy and I'll be doing my first makeup tutorial video. I haven't really planned out what I'm going to do yet, so I'll probably just wing it for this first one. So the first product I'm going to use is MAC's Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This one's a mini version and it's coconut scented because I ran out of my other one. It kind of had a bit of a spilling accident, so here we go. I did already moisturise before I started this video and I used Sukin's Sensitive Moisturiser. Now, the brush I'm going to use for my foundation is a bit dirty. I probably should have brushed it before I started, but it's a foundation brush by Pout Cosmetics. And we have a shop in Albury that I can buy their products from, but you can also order online, so get on that one because their products are really good. Now, I'm going to go with Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and this one is in shade Ivory. Now, it is a bit dark for how pale I am, but I like having a darker foundation. Try and pretend I'm tanned when I'm not. So, just do a few dots here, a couple here. I've been meaning to do a video for a while. I did attempt one when I lived at my old place and I was almost done with the video, and it's pretty funny because my partner walked in, but she's due to finish work in a couple of hours, so fingers crossed it won't take that long to do. And if you're wondering why I'm looking the other way, I do have a mirror here with a little light on it, so it'll help me, but I can also see pretty well in the camera. Now, I don't know if it's better to start foundation first or eyes first. I usually do my face first, but I know that with the eyeshadows that have a fair bit of fallout, it's probably best to start there first. But anywho, now, for concealer, I've used a fair few different ones, some higher end, some kind of drugstore, but my favourite is actually Essence Camouflage Concealer. You can get this from Priceline, and it's, I think it's at least less than $5. It's a pretty good bargain, considering, you know, you can get ones for $30 or more that aren't too good. But this one lasts me a fair while. And I do need my brows done, I know that. I've been meaning to get them done for a while, but I'm in the process of growing them out, so I'm just going to use a beauty blender from Chi Chi Cosmetics. And you can get 4 of those beauty blenders for $15 at Target or Maya, and they're really good for the price. I have got a beauty blender, like a proper beauty blender, but can't see it's any better than any other ones I've used, so I haven't really repurchased that one. Excuse my faces while I'm putting on my makeup. Now, for contour, I'm going to use another Pout Cosmetics brush. This one's my contouring brush, and I'm going to use Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I just got the mini one, which it was cheaper, definitely, but also it's still taking me ages and I've had it a fair while. And I still haven't used it all. So, I haven't even hit pan on it yet, so it is a little bit dark, but as I say, I like pretending I'm more tanned than I actually am. Get a little bit more. I will put down in the comments or something what the products that I used were. Blech, can't get my words out today. Now, even though I'm not quite onto lips yet, I'm just going to use Too Faced's Lip Injection Extreme Lip Gloss just to start plumping them while I'm doing the rest of my makeup. And this you can get from Mecca, online or in store. I got this one online. Makes your lips feel a bit tingly. Quite hydrating too until it starts burning, but never mind. Now, I'm going to use, even though I've already used Too Faced, it's not very high coverage, so I like to use Pout's Skin Eclipse Stick Foundation just to go over the top in the areas where I might need a little more coverage. And the one I'm using is shade C25. Again, you can buy this at the Pout store or you can buy it online. I'll just blend that out with my sponge. If you've got any tips or tricks for me or areas I can improve on, I'm more than happy to get some constructive criticism, because, as I say, this is my first video I've watched. Well, to be honest, I hadn't really started watching many tutorials and makeup videos until quite recently, so it's hard to pick out like a favourite makeup YouTuber, although I have watched Makeup by Michael Finch a fair bit, and he's awesome. Now, this palette I'm going to use is by Sleek Cosmetics, and this one is I Divine Palette, A New Day. So I really like theirs. You can also get this from Target or Target, and it's reasonably priced and very pigmented. I really like the pigment. Blends like a dream. I do need more practice at doing eyeshadow looks, because I just kind of wing it and only use a couple of different colours. I'm not too adventurous when it comes to eyeshadow yet. I just kind of do your basic looks for work. I do also like Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. That is another one of my favourite kind of high-end eyeshadow palettes. So I may do another video with using that palette in the near future, quite possibly. I should probably be showing you which colours I used. Just give me a second. So, the first colour I applied was this one. And then I went over it with this one. And then the last colour I just put on was this kind of blinding colour here. And I'm just going to use this one just to try and do a bit of a inner corner highlight there. Keep forgetting to tap off my brush, so no wonder there's so much fallout for me generally. That looks okay, nothing too crazy. Now, I have Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. There's been a few mixed reviews on this. I'm not a lover. It makes them pretty, adds quite a lot of volume to your lashes, but it does fall out a lot under your eyes. So I do like to use this Maybelline's Mega Plush Volume Express mascara because it's one, it's cheaper, and two, less fallout. My sister actually introduced me to this mascara, and her friend were both using it on a night out, and I was like, oh, what mascara is that? So it's one of my new favourites. I like Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara and L'Oreal's Telescopic as well. Got a fair few. Got a pretty big collection of makeup. But now I'm not doing fake lashes in this video because that's another thing I still need more practice at doing. Putting on fake eyelashes. I do have duo glue, which I was recommended by a hygienist at my old work to use, and it does work. I just, yeah, can't get the hang of applying them yet, so if anyone's got any tips again for that, I'd love to hear your tips. When I first applied fake eyelashes, I didn't know you had to wait for the glue to go tacky, so that was one kind of learning curve. Now onto the bottom lashes. I don't tend to go too heavy on the bottom lashes, mostly because I don't go too glam to work. Well, actually, most days recently I've actually been going to work with no makeup on at all. I'm too lazy in the morning to do my makeup, and I just sleep until the last possible second. So that's really bad, but anyway, what can you do? Now with that bit of mascara I've got on my eyelid, I'm just going to wait till it dries off before I get rid of that one. Now brows. Now I do have a BYS brow brush, so it's got a spoolie on it, which I love. So I'm just going to brush out my eyebrows a little bit. So yeah, they are a bit, I need a bit of TLC, but I haven't really got around to doing that yet. Plus I'm kind of a bit scared of letting anyone touch them at the moment. I'm a bit nervous. But I've got Ardell Dark Brown Brow Pomade, which one of my work friends suggested I get because I was having a bit of trouble with, well, Chi Chi brow pomade is really good, but it just takes a little while to dry, which is good if you need time to play around with your shape, but it also takes like, I just need to rush out in the morning and get to work if I do bother to do my makeup, so I don't really want to have to wait for it to dry. And then I've got the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, and that's kind of dried out, so I kind of need to either revive that one, but I am happy with this Ardell one, so I don't really go too crazy on my brows. I just kind of go with the shape that's already there, even though I know they desperately need reshaped, or at least tidied up a bit. But I used to pluck and pluck and pluck my brows to the point where I had none like 2 years ago. It was like no tail. They like finished about here, and now they've grown in pretty well. And that's just from simply not touching them, for one, and only doing the middle, and even then, because I get too carried away with the tweezers, sometimes I leave that for a while too. I'm a real girly girl sometimes. But also, castor oil's played a pretty big role in growing them out. That's worked pretty well for me anyway. So give that one a try if you're trying to grow your brows out. Yeah, sometimes. Like, I like making my brows look bigger, but then I have the tendency to get a bit too carried away, and then one gets bigger and then the other one gets bigger, and they end up like bigger than my face. So I guess it's better to have too big than too small sometimes, but I'm saying that. Bigger isn't always better. That's funny because I'm supposed to be doing my housewifely chores while I've got the day off work. I've done some and I couldn't find the broom, so I'm yet to have a look for that. I just got a text off my partner asking me if I found the broom, so better crack onto that one once I'm done. Now, blush. I have Essence Silky Touch blush, and that's in Indian Summer. So Essence is a really good cheap brand if you're on a budget or just trying to find my blush brush. And I've got so much brush, I probably should have tied it up before I did this video. But anyway, so I just have a little bit on my brush. This is the colour. It's pretty nice. Gives me a bit of colour to my cheeks. And I don't normally, I'm still learning a fair few things. Eyeshadow, yeah, eyelashes, and also contouring my nose. So, I don't know, I've watched a fair few different videos who have kind of said to use a small brush, and I've always tried using my contour brush, but it's huge, so I might just get this Morph, or everyone says Morphe. I always say everything wrong because I used to live in England, so I'm kind of used to saying stuff wrong, so I'm just going to call it the Morph. It's one of my eyeshadow brushes, and I bought it in a travel kit. I'm just going to go down my nose. So if this looks really bad at the end, I'm really sorry. This is not a nose contouring tutorial. It's just me trying it out because I have no idea what I'm doing. I've watched a few tutorials and still haven't really got it down pat yet. I used to hate the shape of my nose, and I used to think my nose was really huge when I was younger. But as I've grown up, I've kind of gotten used to it a bit. So that's probably the extent I'm going to do, otherwise I'll end up ruining it. Now highlighter wise, I have, sorry, excuse the sniffing, had a bit of a cold for a while, Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector, and two of my work friends, Talia and Jaya, have this highlighter. It's pretty blinding, and this one is in Opal. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use, sometimes when it's daytime, I just use this Spectrum brush and just go lightly. I mean, it's daytime now, but like, it doesn't, it's okay if you run a really subtle highlight, but even then. So, if I'm wanting a more bold highlight, I use my Eco Tools one, which is a lot bigger, and fix up the product a bit better. There you go, now I don't even need to do my lips. That was kind of a mistake. Oh, and I also have this other highlighting brush, which is like half-half if I want to do a little bit but not too much. So that's my in-between go-to brush. Lips. I have a couple of Pout lip glosses. I've been into the glossy look like I used to. All about matte, and now it's back to gloss. So I've got this lip gloss by Pout, and this is Sunday. And it's a nice pinky colour. And then one of my more recent purchases is Matte Cream Sheen Glass. And and this is Dua Lipa. I was going to get the Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of the jelly ones, but then I decided to get this instead, and it did arrive pretty quick. And that was from the MAC Cosmetics Australia site. Otherwise they got Maya as well, but both have Afterpay, and I've kind of ruined that one, but that's okay. So I think maybe a bit of spray. Got the Urban Decay setting spray. And I was just watching Nikki tutorials and Jessie J, and they were like, well, they actually sprayed it, but hang on. I'm making all these faces, like, what faces do you make when you spray? So there we go. And then apparently to make it lock in, you just dry it off. So this is my finished look. And it's not, I put a couple of different foundations on, but I think my skin still looks pretty glowy. Oh, and yep, forgot to take that bit off. So I hope you liked my first video, and I'm hoping I'll upload another one soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.